Hardware Garage, January 11th, 2024. Just going to do a quick video here about pullers and pulleys and what I accomplished on my power steering setup and on my harmonic balancer front pulley setup. Get the camera set up here so you can see what I'm doing. And I've already took care of this, but I wanted to just show you the process and how it went. Pretty straightforward, but you need to use the right tools to start with. Okay? First, I wanted to get this power steering pump off of here so I could clean up this mounting bracket real good because I want to paint it black. Because this aluminum stuff, it just gets crusty and it never looks really nice unless you really sandblast it and clear coat it and whatnot, and it's just probably not even worth all that energy. So I'd rather have it black anyway, so I want to get the pump off. Well, the first thing to get the pump off, you got to take this pulley off. And this pulley is pressed on here, and it is really pressed on here tight. And this is a metal pulley, which obviously is not damaged, and I want to be able to use it again. So, you know, you can try different pullers and what, it's not going to work unless you get the right thing. So I picked up this little kit at Harbor Freight, 20 bucks, well worth it. It's got a couple of things in here for taking pulleys off. This is the one for the power steering. Works pretty easily. Fits around here. Put the collar on there. Put this on here. Screw this down in here, like so. And it's in the instructions, so it's pretty straightforward. This goes under the wide part of the collar. You put it on there. The key here is it's pretty hard to do with just a wrench. Once you get this all set up on there, you got to put a wrench on here to hold this nut. And then you got to drive that nut. Well, the best thing to use to drive that nut is an impact. And at first, I tried my little Ryobi 3/8 drive, and it just didn't have enough guts. And the good thing about doing it with an impact is it gives a hammer effect to it at the same time, which kind of jars it and brings it out rather than just cranking on it. The other thing I would advise when you're using the impact, this is the one I ended up using, the big Ryobi 1/2-inch drive, 1 horsepower. It's got a lot of guts for a battery-powered impact. One thing I would say, and I learned this from working in the steel mill, whenever you're doing something like this that is really taking a lot of torque and a lot of pressure, I always turn my head in the opposite direction once I get it set up, because you never know when something's going to break or crack or fly, and you don't know where it's going to fly. Okay, I wear glasses that are tempered. A face shield probably wouldn't be a bad idea when you're doing something like this, but that 1/2-inch drive impact pounding on this thing with this little setup here from Harbor Freight, it pulled this pulley right off with no trouble. Okay, so that's the first item. Again, just get the right kit. You can actually borrow this at the auto parts store, but for 20 bucks at Harbor Freight, I figured what the heck. Okay, the second item, which I'm going to turn my picture here a little bit, show you the front of this engine. You get this set up here. Okay, there we go. I tried several pullers on this with the arms that clamp. I even fabricated one out of some flat stock and all that, because none of the auto parts store had a puller I could rent that would take this pulley off of here. So I went online And I found this, and the cheapest one I found was, of course, on Amazon. And this manufacturer, if you can see it there, that's the company, and I'm sure they make this for a lot of other places, but it's really heavy. It's made for the LS pulley, and I think on Amazon it was like $33, which, you know, to do it once, I really wanted to just borrow one from the auto parts store, but none of them had this. They all had the clamp-on type, which experience it does not work. So again, this pulley, you can see this puller here. It's got these three arms that go right behind that pulley, real nice. Really heavy duty. This thing is made really well. I'm not sure. I think it's made in Taiwan, but whoever manufactured it did a really good job, because that pulley's not that easy to take off of there. Again, use a big, heavy 1/2-inch impact. This is the one I used. Put it on there. Crank on it. No problem. Came right off. So that's about it. Just wanted to show you right tool for the job. Don't kill yourself. 1/2-inch impact. Take your time. Get her done. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Hardway Garage.